Hey everyone, welcome back to Wix. I hope you're having a fantastic day. My name is Ryan, and in today's video, we're going to be recreating Cava's website inside of Wix Studio. Cava has been my latest addiction, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to build their website in the new Wix editor. But let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we are now in Wix Studio, and as usual in this series, I've already kind of created the header and footer just so we can focus more on the actual web design or the sections. And I've also simplified the header and footer just to make it a little easier. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I want to do is make a nice hero section. So for this, let's maybe make this about 750 pixels in height. Something like this. And then what I want to do is just kind of split this into two. So I'm going to apply a CSS grid here, and then we're going to split this into two halves just like this. Over here on the right side, we're going to add an image. So we're going to come over to add media, and we'll select this one right here. We'll just drag this into place, and then we will stretch it just like that. This one is pretty simple. Then over here, we're just going to have some text. So let's add a heading 1. Then we're going to add like a paragraph text underneath it. And then we're also just going to copy and paste this button. And we'll make this button a little bit longer, and we'll change the text. And we'll also change this text over here as well. And let's go ahead and resize this. We don't need the text to be this big, so let's do like 64. And then for this text, let's go ahead and switch it to the bold version, and we'll make it a little bit bigger, maybe like 32. And we'll go ahead and expand it a little bit. Then we'll go ahead and place these just like this and kind of just position them together. We'll grab all three elements, stack them, and then we will just center it right here. And that's all we need for the hero section. Let's go ahead and move on to the next section. This one is basically going to display a few of their popular bowls. So let's give us some room to work with. We'll give us like 800 pixels. And what I want to do in here is actually add a layout tool. We'll go ahead and grab this grid right here. And I'm going to switch this over to advanced sizing. We'll set the width to 90%, a minimum width of 900 pixels, and then we'll also set a maximum width of 1440 pixels. Let's go ahead and center this, send it to the top, and we'll make it a little bit taller. For this grid, I don't want it to be 2 by 1. I want it to be 1 by 2. And inside of this, what I want to do is add like a heading 2 in this top area. So we'll go back over to text. We'll grab a heading 2, we'll place it in here. We'll change the text, and then we'll also change it to this bold font right here. And I think 42 will be a good size for this. And let's just go ahead and send it to the top left. Now for this top row, this is all we plan to put inside of it. So we'll go ahead and switch this to minimum content. And then we'll add a little bit of a grid gap of like 60 pixels. Maybe we'll do 40. I think that looks a little bit better. Then for this second row, we'll expand this one down to give us a little bit more room to work with. Inside of this, what we're going to want to do is add a repeater. So we'll go to add, layouts, we'll come over to repeater, and we'll add something that looks just like this. We'll go ahead and stretch it just so it fills up this entire section. And inside of this, we're going to want to do a few things. First one being, we want to apply a CSS grid. So what we're going to do is set a 1 by 2 grid here, just like this. Inside of this grid, what we're going to want to add is a container. We'll go ahead and stretch this container, and we'll make this color like this, a little bit darker than the background. Also, just to give us a good idea of spacing, I want to grab the repeater, and I also want to add a gap in between all the repeater items of 40 pixels, just like that. I think that looks pretty good. And then let's go ahead and grab this row. I kind of want this row to be like 1FR. And actually, let's go ahead and grab this column. Let's switch over to viewport height real quick. We'll see it's 28.1. So now we're going to grab this row, this top row. I want to say 28.1 VW. And we're basically making this an even square. And In this top one, we're also going to add an image. So we're going to come over to media, show more, and let's grab this bowl right here. Let's just resize it for now. We'll place it in the repeater and we will stretch it just like that. Pretty simple. And then for each one of these, let's go ahead and change them out. Underneath this, we're going to want to add a heading text, a paragraph text, and an order now button. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go over to add. Let's first add the text. So we'll do a heading 5. Let's go ahead and place it in here. We don't need it to be this long. So we'll go ahead and resize it. Let's change this to our text. We don't need it to be this big. Let's do like 28. Now let's add a paragraph text. We'll place it right here. Once again, let's resize it. And let's also lower the size and change this to the bold font. Let's go up to the header. We'll copy this button. We'll bring it down here and we'll paste it inside the repeater. However, for this design, I want the background color to be white. We'll change the text from order to order now, which it didn't do that to each one of the repeater items. So in order to do that, let's go ahead and bring it out of the repeater. And then let's bring it back into the repeater with its current label, just like that. So now let's go ahead and grab these 3 elements here. We'll stack them together. And let's go ahead and change the text for all of these. Okay. With this item grid selected, I want to add like a 16 pixel gap. Let's grab this stack here. Let's send it to the top. Then we'll grab this item. We'll remove the height here. Let's also remove the background color. Then we'll grab the main container and we'll remove the color there. I do see that the removing the height kind of changed this. So let's go ahead and put this back. We want this to be 28.1 VW, or was it 21.8 VW? Yeah, that was it. Okay, and then let's grab this second row here and we'll set this to minimum content. Now let's grab this row for the main container and we'll set this to minimum content. It seemed to have messed up this grid here again. So let's go back in here. Let's set it to 21.8 VW. Okay, that was it. Okay, but that basically solved our issue. And now what I want to do is grab this main container. Let's add like 5% on the top and 5% on the bottom. Then we can grab the section and just set the height to 0. And basically what that's going to do is it's going to allow this box that we have here to control the height. For this next section, it's going to be kind of a little call to action for their catering and for some of their take-home goods, I guess, if you can call it that. So what we're going to do is we're going to, once again, add a container here. Of course, we're going to switch this over to advanced sizing. We'll set the width to 90%, 900 pixel minimum width for desktop, and then a maximum width of 1440. We'll go ahead and center it, send it to the top, and we're going to need this to be pretty big. Let's add like 40 pixel gap here in between. Then let's switch both of our columns over to viewport. So let's do that. So it's 43.6. Let's go ahead and remember that because now we need to come down to the height and we'll say 43.6 VW. So we're basically just creating 2 even squares that are going to be responsive. And while we're here, let's also just remove the background color. Inside of this one over here, let's go ahead and add an image to the background. So we'll go to media and we'll select this one right here for the catering. Let's resize this a little bit, put it into our left column and we'll stretch it. Then let's copy and paste this. We'll move this one to the right grid cell, stretch it, and we'll change the image real quick to their fridge stuff right here, stuff that they sell. Now what I want to do is add a container inside of this. So we'll come over to quick add, come to container, bring this down. For this color of this container, we want it to be the same as the background. Let's go ahead and stretch it, but we're going to come down to margin and we're going to set like a 10% margin on all sides. And maybe that's not even enough. Let's go ahead and try 20. I think 20 is perfect. Inside of this, we're going to want a few text elements and a button. So once again, let's just grab this title here We don't want this one to be this big. In fact, we want it to be pretty small. So let's do like 22 for this one. We're also going to go with like a gray color and we'll center it. And we'll go ahead and change the text real quick and center it inside of this little box here. Let's go ahead and copy and paste this. We'll change the text to Cava Catering. For this one, we are going to want the text to be black and we are going to want to be decently large. So maybe we'll do like 64. I think that looks good. We'll resize it a little bit. And actually, I do think that might be too big. So let's go ahead and set this down to like 42. I just wish it was a little bit more bold. So maybe we can try this font. Okay, I think this is the right font for this. And let's go ahead and grab this button, bring it down here. Let's paste it in and we'll change the text to start your order. Okay, we'll grab these three elements, we'll stack them together and we'll center it here in this little container. Now let's grab this container, let's copy it and we'll come over to the right side and paste it. Once again, let's stretch it, but then we're gonna come down to docking, set it to 20%, and then we'll link it to all sides. And then we'll just change the text out. Now we only have about 3 sections left, and the next one that we're gonna do is gonna be focusing on downloading their app. So let's go ahead and add a brand new section. We'll set this section to be like 900 pixels for now. As usual, let's go ahead and add a container. We'll turn on advanced sizing and set our normal width parameters for desktop. We'll also go ahead and remove the background color, center it, send it to the top and bring it down in size. I think something around maybe 800 will do. Then just like before, let's go ahead and add a 2x1 grid. For this gap, I kind of want it to be a little bit bigger. So maybe we'll do like 80 pixels. Something like that should do. Over here on the left, we want to add an image. And then on the right, we're gonna want to have some text. So let's go ahead and take care of the image part. So we'll grab the Cava app image. We'll bring it in here and we'll stretch it. Now it's stretched to the full thing because it was kind of over the grid line. So we'll just make sure it's located in the left grid cell just like this. Let's just go ahead and grab this stack up here and we'll resize everything down below. But we'll go ahead and paste it into this right column. We'll send it to the left, middle, and we'll change the text out real quick. Now for this text, I don't want it to be super large. So let's go ahead and send it down to like 22 in size. I think that'll do. For this size, let's move it down to like 42 in size, something like that. We'll bring this in. Maybe we should even bring this down quite a bit as well. Honestly, I'm down to do it like 13 pixels. I think this looks good. Let's add a little bit more margin to the bottom of this text. Let's do like 24 pixels. Let's do that for the button as well. And we'll change the button text to get it now. Now with this stack selected, let's go ahead and center it. We'll grab this box here. And what we're gonna want to do is have 5% of margin on the top and bottom. Then we'll grab the section and we'll set the height to 0. Just so that the container here is basically going to set the height for us. And also we can grab this row here and we can just set this to viewport width. That way it's a little bit more responsive than just 800 pixels. Now, of course, we are in Wix Studio, so that's not even a huge deal anymore. I think that really is just an Editor X habit of mine. That's going to be hard to kind of get rid of. But we are now done with this section. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. I think this one is to promote their new broccoli. So let's go ahead and set this to like 900 pixels. Once again, let's add the same container and do the same constraints that we have been doing this whole time. For this one, what we're going to want to do is have an image in the background. So we'll come over to media and we'll select our broccoli image. We'll press add and we'll make sure it is attached to our box and then we'll stretch it. Now in this, what I want to do is just grab this container right here and we're just going to paste it in. Let's go ahead and stretch it. And that looks crazy with that button, but don't worry, we will change it. But what I want to do is add like 20% margin on the left and right. And then on the top, we'll just do like 5, something like that should do. Inside of this, what I want to do is remove this text And then I want to grab a paragraph text. We'll just paste it inside of this box here, and then we'll drag it into the stack. So let's go ahead and change out the text before we edit the design. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is make this text really large. So we'll go ahead and set this to like 72. Pretty big on the website, so we'll also have to replicate that here. For this text, we want it centered. And we'll also make sure it's centered here as well. And then for this button, it's not going to be this big. It's going to be probably about this big. And it's not going to be this wide. It's probably going to be about this wide. And let's just go ahead and center it. So let's go ahead and edit the margins on this. So we'll set this to like 24 pixels. Let's go ahead and do that for this paragraph text as well. I'm going to remove the margin on the left, set the bottom margins to 24 pixels, and we'll just grab the button, make sure that there isn't any margin here either. Now let's grab the stack and we'll make sure it's centered in this box. And now let's go ahead and grab this container. We already added space here, so I'm not going to add margin on the top, but we can go ahead and do that to the bottom just so we have the space here. Then we'll grab the section and remove the height. Now we only have about one section left to build, and honestly it's pretty similar to this one right over here. And because it already has the same grid layout that I want, I'm just going to copy this section, bring it down here and paste it. Now what I want to do is I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of these boxes, and I'm going to change these images real quick. Okay. And with this container, I want to go ahead and set the bottom margin to 5%, just so we can have consistent spacing all along this website here. I think everything is looking pretty good in that sense. But all I want to add here is a heading text and a button. What I want to do is just grab this stack. I'm going to bring it down here and paste it in. Let's go ahead and center it. Of course, it's not in the right grid cell, so we'll go ahead and do that first. And then let's go ahead and change the text real quick. And for this one, we are not going to have a paragraph text, so we'll go ahead and delete that. Let's also make this a little bit wider. For this heading text, we don't want it to be this big. We want it to be about this big. And for this button, we only want it to be about 50 pixels in height. Let's go ahead and center this here. Fantastic. Let's copy it and we'll paste it over here in this right column. Of course, we will center it and we'll change the text. And now we are basically done. So if we come all the way up to the top of the website and we scroll down, this is the Cava website built inside of Wix Studio. Or at least a simplified version of it. But that's basically gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you all did enjoy, please consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel for more Wix Studio content coming out really soon. Thank you all again, and I'll see you on the next one.